Welcome back, everyone, to Beyond Real Estate with Jalen. And today we're going to be talking about atomic habits. So if you are one, like many of us, who always struggle to get some sort of traction when it comes to our goals or our personal development, then this episode is for you. So just keep on listening. So today we've decided to go down the book route of Atomic Habits. So Atomic Habits is basically a book surrounding the concept of what are some basic habits that we as individuals can have to generate big changes in our lives instead of constantly this start, stop, slow down, just end any type of self-development or long-term habit that we're trying to build for ourselves. The concept, as always, in any of these amazing books are very simple, but never easy. So, Nick, give me your thoughts on Atomic Habits and give me the biggest takeaway that you had from the book.
Sure. So I'll preface with I was very skeptical to read it. Heard about it for people had told me about it for over a year. 100% it was over a year. And I was skeptical just because I knew it was a self-help type of book that I was like, I like that genre, but I assumed I read so many similar types of books. Is that really going to offer something different? And yes, it does. So if you've been skeptical about it, you're just like, I've read a lot that touch on that type of topic and that goes down that path. This is different. This is distinctly different. I can promise you that. Just the way he presents some of the examples, that it's like hearing about the same topic, but from a different angle. That I know for all the reading that I've enjoyed doing, I still had so many takeaways from this book, and it's one that I will go back to from time to time just to hear some things again. And I'm just like, damn, that is really good. Like you said, then it's not just knowing it and hearing about it, it's implementing it. And
Yeah.
you summarize the Atomic Habits for exactly that. It's simple, make things easy to do, and then they will compound on themselves. And that's the concept of Atomic Habits. It's not making massive changes in your life to go from eating meat to going vegan in a day and just going cold turkey. It has nothing to do with that. So my
Yeah.
biggest takeaway with that would be from that book, forget about goals, worry about your systems. And for someone like myself who came out of soccer specifically, but just a sports background, you talk so much about goal setting and how can I get from here to there? And one thing that I like was an aha moment for me, it was like, wow, what a different way to look at it is stop setting goals for yourself and worry more about the systems you need to get to where you want to go, because those systems will stay consistent, right? If I want to be the best soccer player and that's my goal, that's great. But what's going to get me there? It's the 6 a.m. trainings, setting up that system, setting up those routines, and there's small things, but so is brushing your teeth, right? If you want clean teeth, there's no magical formula. You do it for 2 minutes twice a day, and it's the monotony in doing those small things that add up to big things. So
Yeah.
that was my big takeaway. Forget about goals, worry about your systems.
Yeah. Yeah. And the ultimate goal, quote unquote, of the day is just to continue with those systems, to get that 1% better, just to slowly move yourself forward. It's, again, one of those super simple ones where you could ask someone, how can you be successful or how can you get better at this? And they'll all tell you the same thing. It generally isn't someone just being, oh, you just walk down 8th Avenue, take a right. There's going to be an office building there. Go through those doors, talk to Stacy. She's the receptionist, and she's going to give you the secrets to life. No, there's no just like clear cut blueprint like that. But it's, oh, yeah, you want to have that 6-pack abs. You just eat a little better. You work out consistently, and that's it. It's almost like if it's too simple, we're just, this, I don't want to do this. It's too simple.
Right.
How am I challenging myself by eating right and doing a few more crunches every day?
Another example to break off of brushing your teeth. He talked about being an avid reader. He's if you want to read more, don't
Mhm.
give yourself a book to read. Read 10 minutes every single day, because again, you're creating that habit. That's just what you do. And so you're not again trying to finish that book, or you're not trying to read 100 pages. You're just reading for 10 minutes a day to set that trend, to set that routine. Again, it's not reinventing the wheel, so to speak, but it's looking at something a little bit differently. You're still trying to get to
Yeah.
the same end goal, but how you get there is more sustainable versus feeling so daunting. You look at a book and it's like, oh, I really want to finish this book, but I'm looking at it right now and it's 1,500 pages. And you're just like, When do I
Yeah.
start? Start with 10 minutes a day and just chip away and chip away.
Yep. And for those of you that might be like 10 minutes, that's not going to get me to my goals. So let me put it to you a different way. Yesterday, how much did you read? Or how much did you run? Or how many push-ups did you do? Because the answer was probably zero. If your current goal is, hey, I want to do XYZ in the next few, by the end of this year, by the end of this quarter, by the end of this month, I want to be doing this. So far, you've done zero. So even just that small movement forward is so much infinitely more movement than what you were going to be doing anyways. So start stupidly simple. Makes all the difference. And it hopefully, as long as you just continue doing simple things and don't be like, I did 10 push-ups yesterday. Now it's time to go hit the gym for 2.5 hours and just destroy yourself, or you can't now go to the gym for the next week because you have to recover from just obliterating your body. Start with those super simple, small things. No one ever tells a small toddler, all right, let's start sprinting. So we're going to be doing wind sprints and we're going to run for 36 miles because we got to train for that marathon for you. No, you're like, first you got to crawl and then you got to stumble and then you can start walking and then start moving a little bit faster after that. Same concept applies for anything in your life. If the first thing is, I want to be what that guy does, that's been doing it for 30 years and been consistently doing it and has worked himself up to that point, you're just going to set yourself up for disappointment. And more than likely, you're going to lose all motivation to even try it because you're not getting any small victories. It's just one big defeat after another. So, how can people apply that to their business then, Nick? What's maybe something that you might do, that simple concepts, but not necessarily the easiest thing in your sales role as a realtor?
Chunking information, taking things, as you've just alluded to, taking things and making into more manageable chunks. We've talked about time blocking in our podcast already, but I'll bring that one back in because that's the how and the for what someone can be doing within a sales space specifically. It's allocate 45 minutes, 30 minutes. And if that's not enough time, or if that's too much time, you're like, I got done in 10, or I got done in 15, figure out how you might need to tweak it. But I think that's the what to do and how to do it, is figure out those chunks of time that you can allocate to your marketing space, to your creating space, to your connecting with people. How are you connecting with people? Is it through cold calling? Is it through one-on-one meetings? Is it through writing cards? Is it like so many different ways to connect? What are your preferences? Again, I don't think there's right and wrongs. There's just, what do I feel is worth my time? And then you really put,
Yeah.
you lean into that versus feeling stretched and you're just like, I got to do all that. And now you feel like there's not enough time in your day to get to all that. Figure out what you're good at and what you enjoy the most, and then start allocating your time accordingly. That would be my suggestion with that. Anything to piggyback or change on that one, Jay?
No, I think you hit it on the head. And I think with that too is, if there is something in your business that you're not good at, learn to allocate. If there's something that you really don't like doing, break it up, like Nick was saying, into those manageable pieces where you can do anything for a minute. You can do anything for one phone call. Break it up, only make 8 phone calls a day because I only make one every hour. So you're making 8 more than you would have otherwise. So that makes a lot more sense to me than if you're just staring at the phone for 4 hours and being like, I have done nothing now. Break it up into something that's so stupidly easy that there's no excuse to not do it. It's almost like you're challenging yourself. Come up with an excuse.
Yeah.
I dare you, because you can't. And you'll see a lot more. You'll see the needle start moving. Please, everyone, stop comparing yourself to the high end people, the people that are where you want to eventually be. They're good as a goal, but they are not good with their, maybe work ethic is one thing. I want to have a work ethic like The Rock, but you're not going to look like The Rock, even if you have The Rock's work ethic. So it's like, maybe having nice goals in that way, try to achieve them, but do what you can to just move the needle, even if it's something that's stupidly simple and easy, and just get that habit down. That's where Atomic Habits comes in.
Yeah.
That's all I got for this one. Nick, I'll let you lead us out of this week's episode of Beyond Real Estate. Thanks everyone for watching today. And Nick, have the final word for us.
Sure. Final word would be, stop comparing yourself against other people, especially knowing you can't control them. Your benchmark in terms of how successful you are should be, and this comes from my sports background. I remember seeing a little segment on LeBron a while back, and he said, could I beat my version of myself last year? And I think that's what all of us need to be most concerned with, is, am I in a better place now than I was a year ago? And can I beat the version of me versus me of 2021 versus 2022? And if the answer is no, then what do I need to improve, right? But I think that's where we need to keep our focus, is on ourselves, because we can control that. And beyond that, beyond the lender, the real estate agent, the whoever that's in your space and is just killing it, stop being like them and start being the best version you can be of yourself. And I think that's when it becomes manageable, because again, you have full control within that. So that's my last word for the week. Guys, wherever you may be listening, however you may be listening, thank you for listening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and we will see you guys back here, same time, same place. Thanks again.